During the past few weeks, there have been a lot of cool things dropping for the Nprc drag racing scene. Some really cool innovative bodies, tires, and we've also seen some pretty cool behind the scenes testing from Mr. Mark Vine himself. So let's get fast on Facebook today. My name is Chad. This is Dorky M40RC channel. We are going to get fast on Facebook today. Let's go. So the first thing that really interests me is this DRAGWORKS RC stuff. And these tires, I think, have been out since last year. I have not used them, but I've seen some posts here on the Facebooks, and it's really freaking super cool stuff. And this is the kind of stuff that like the hobby needs and I really like. So if I can just find the right page here. So Mark DRAGWORKS here is updated, showing his wheels that he's actually producing to go on his tires. Now, the cool thing about these wheels is that they have replaceable hubs on the inside, and I love that. And he lists a couple reasons why you would want to have that. And I will tell you right now, the main reason why I would want a removable hub is if you have a tire glued on a wheel and you spin your hub, if it hasn't happened to you yet, it will. You know, you got to go through the pain of trying to get the tires off, baking them, acetone, anything like that. And my success rate, honestly, is about 50-50. So that kind of sucks, especially when these tires are very, very hard to get. You just can't walk into your hobby store and get them. So you basically can just bring this thing right back to life by just replacing the actual hub. And the cool thing that's about this is that he's going to have actual, I believe, different offsets and stuff for the wheels. So depending upon, you know, how deep you like your wheel to go in and stuff, you can have a different kind of an offset and replace the hub all in one. And he's got a full, like, kind of little question and answer update here on what's going to be going on with his actual wheels and some pictures and everything with his tires glued up on them. And you can get notified when these things are going to be going on sale and pre-order sometime in late February, he said. Looks like he's being very transparent about everything, which is just awesome. And there is his website right here, DRAGWORKS RC. Definitely go check him out. I know I'm going to. I am definitely interested in trying some of these tires out. Again, anytime that we can get something that is available, you know, price is kind of up in the air right now, but just available, you know, I am all about it. So very interesting, awesome stuff. Can't wait to see that happen. Now, the best thing here is Frank and Mark showing us how they actually do some testing here. And you can see this is pretty much what you need to do if you want to simulate some racetrack conditions here. A lot of people will look at this and say, I thought this was no prep drag RC, man. What's up with that? Well, you know, this is just the way these tracks get and everything. When you're out and there's 50, 100 people racing down, hundreds of hits and everything. And this is just something that you have to do. So next time you go to test, definitely take your gallon of track bite with you, make yourself a freaking awesome groove and have some fun. Mark has been putting a lot of time and effort into like the Fury, the 5-star products and stuff. So it's really good to see that he's out there having some fun. And Frank also had some pretty good success down at the SoFlo. So awesome to see, guys. Keep it up. I want to give a shout out to my buddy Stu. Stu has been really putting in a lot of like heats and just having some fun. You know, I don't like to say the whole work thing because this is a hobby. This isn't work, right? So he's showing a nice little video here of, you know, social media versus reality, like the things that you have to do to get out and make those one, in his case, I believe he just threw down like a 153 or a 156, shows all of his data, everything that he has to do. But of course, the most important thing that he shows is that he's got a great parking lot and he blows it off, sweeps it, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, that's what it takes. If you're out there struggling, spinning out constantly, not getting times and stuff, definitely take a look at the surface that you are running on and make sure that you're just not beating your head against the wall. Not all surfaces are created equal. That is for sure. So good job, Stu. Keep it up, brother. Appreciate everything you are doing for the community, my man. So one thing we have had released the past week or two has been a ton of different bodies. There's been Shark bodies, Racer RC, Rockwell and Racer RC have been teasing a few of those. So the biggest one, of course, probably that has been the most visible has been the Chaos, which is kind of like the Freak Show 2.0. There's a lot of, they explain the differences here. It's a little bit shorter. Dimensions are a little bit different. I mean, it looks cool. It's not a body for me, maybe. We'll see how it performs and everything else. You know, I'm still sticking with my old Corvette body, and I've got some LS22s that are back here that we picked up last year and never ended up using. So, you know, that's what we're going to run what we got, see how those puppies turn out. So definitely check that out. And then, of course, I was talking about the combination of Racer RC and the Rockwell RC coming up with this thing called the Wicked Split. And this seems to kind of be designed and branded off of the Rockwell RC's Wicked Wings. So a lot of people think of Rockwell RC and soldering up, you know, your speed controllers, which his are some of the best in the game, if not the best. He also offers a lot of different parts, sales and services, and of course Wicked Wings, which is pretty cool. They've got these adjustable rake sets that you can buy, so that way you can get a little bit of fine tuning back there in your wing as far as like adjusting how much rake you want up and down on it. So pretty cool. Always good to see like some good innovation and that kind of stuff. You know, that's another option if you guys are looking for something that just love to like toy with and tune and all that kind of stuff. They also look like they are pretty sweet wings. And then if we take a look at the body, I believe the Wicked Split is available for pre-order on here somewhere. I wasn't actually able to see it, but they've got all the different bodies, of course, here. They got the new Mach 23 that is on here as well for $50. Cool thing about Racer RC is they're not afraid to sell like extra stock at like a discount. They've got like blemished bodies and stuff that are just fine for everybody to play with and race with and stuff. So it's always good to go value shopping in NPRC when you can, because we do not get very many opportunities. So it's a good, you know, opportunity to get yourself some things to play with, practice with. You're going to get all the results that you need for 90% of you guys, and you're going to save a little bit of money. But then, you know, like I said, they've also got new versions of these out, to 23 versions. And then don't forget to check out people like the Wicked Wings, straight line spoilers. That way you can get the newest, best wings to put on your newest bodies or your older bodies. A lot of those guys have been just refining over and over and over, and they're putting awesome products and stuff out there for everybody. Now, speaking of refining and refining is the tire traction and tire prep game. There is a ton of tire prep stuff on the Facebooks. It seems like everybody is making some kind of prep or conditioner or anything else. I think it's pretty much, you know, undisputed right now that, you know, Get Stuck is pretty much your go-to still. Live Action, of course, is like your go-to, you know, tire conditioner and tire prep. Now, the one thing there's not a ton of out there is ESCs. So the R1 Digital 3 is still, you know, out of stock, trickling in. The Ghost RC ESC is still out of stock and trickling in. You know, eventually, hopefully, we can get to a point where things get caught up here. Chinese New Year actually is probably really hurting everything. We went from, of course, everything that changed in China with the actual COVID reopening and everybody supposedly getting it and all that kind of stuff, and factories having to scale down and everything. And then we went from that right into Chinese New Year. So the hope is, from what I can gather from my FPV sources, is that everybody's going to be full bore now. Like, everybody's back everybody's in action over there. Everybody's healed up and healthy and all that kind of stuff. They went through the pain that a lot of us went through a few years ago to get over the hump of all of that. And now everybody's back to work and things should be cranking out. So let's hope that that happens. There's a lot of cogs in that wheel that need to go right and can go wrong. I know I'm waiting on some pre-ordered FPV products that you know, could still be a month or two away, and if they've been on order for, you know, over a month for sure. So we'll just wait and see how things go. But that's it, guys. A lot of exciting and awesome stuff that has been out there for the past couple weeks. And those tires really have caught my eye, and the wheels. So we'll see what happens. So thanks, guys. We will talk to you all later. Love you all. Peace.